guys, right, my teacher in the house, and we need to have a chat. And it's gonna be a chat, a bit of a rant, a bit of me indulging myself, a bit of a vent, whatever you want to call it. So if this isn't a thing for you and you just want to watch the content I put out, then feel free to click off this video, but at least leave it a like before you leave, that would be greatly appreciated. But I wanted to have a chat about last year, things that went down, things that could have gone down, things that didn't go down, and then kind of talk about where we're going forward. Because I think it's important to be open. I've been pretty quiet, I've been pretty disconnected a lot, especially since I came back from my break. But here's gonna be where it's all out or whatever. So let's start with last year. So last year we had a pretty turbulent year, safe to be said. We had a lot of spurts here and there where we were perceived growing. I'll get to that in a second. But I felt like I could have done a lot more, and I kind of owe you guys an apology for not doing as much more. My hair is frustrating me all day today, and so I've got my hood up. But yeah. So last year we saw some pretty good moments. I definitely enjoyed doing the if we talk Nuzlocke Gauntlet and stuff like that, especially the shield leg that Average made with you guys getting involved. That was always good fun. We definitely had a lot of great moments. We even created our own Nuzlocke format going through, which has been a lot of fun. We have got to get back to that series eventually. We lost our Platinum Revenge Lock at the time. I've still got to get back to that, but we'll get further into Nuzlocks in a sec. But yeah, those were definitely some good moments. But we also had a fair few, like, drama incidents and stuff like that. Mostly pertaining to these Discord support servers. I use that term in inverted commas for good reason. A lot of it comes down to the issue of, like, not really follow for follow, but fake engagement. So what was happening a lot of the time was that people were coming in pretty much for my stream, more or less because they wanted me to watch them, and I had no interest in a lot of their content whatsoever, and it put me in a lot of trouble in that sense, because obviously I'm the kind of person that supports people anyway, but it's really frustrating being put in that position, and then when I leave, obviously all the people that were hoping I would get something then no longer watch again, and then it's kind of all been a bit of a bind. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I even had one idiot in the support server I left recently, even tried lecturing me on what support is. Bit patronizing, quite frankly, pathetic. But that's just the kind of shit that goes on in these servers. So, gotta be honest, lesson learned, don't try to join a support server and try to make it not like every other Discord support server, which is unfortunately what goes on. So we're not doing that anymore. I'm not joining any support servers. I've had a couple of invites recently, and I've said no. So that's gonna be a thing. Other things that we kind of have in mind, obviously, I took a very long break at the end of the year, pretty much. There was reasons for that. I have talked about it on Twitter. I did a whole vent post over on Twitter, regards to that, as well as talked about it in my Discord. But the main kind of thing is that I was living in a flat which was full of damp. Basically, putting it bluntly, which was slowly eating my health alive. So I can only apologize for putting out mediocre content at best during that time. But we've moved now. We're in a different place now. We're back. Whole different visuals and everything like that. You can see the background behind me's changed. Thank you, Nerdo. Nerdo King is a beast. So definitely proud of that. So let's talk about Nuzlocke real quick. So I'm taking a break from Nuzlocke. I'm burnt out. I gotta be honest. I did so many Nuzlocke last year. Not even just on stream, but also off stream. I did a lot of fun little, challenge runs for myself. And I'm burnt out. I've done so many of them at this point that I just need to stop. And so that's why I've been looking at playing games like Dead by Daylight more recently, and stuff like that. I want to change tack just for a little while until Legends Arceus drops. We will still be doing the last Fire Red Soul Link with Average, of course. That series has been so much fun to do. I don't really want to drop that. We are obviously finishing BDSP with Mr. Barnes. We should actually have the finale of that up the day after this video goes out, so hopefully that works out in our favor. But so that's kind of where we're at in terms of content, which of course leaves me with a bit of a quandary, because obviously most of what we upload here is either RBL, which is in its off season right now, or Nuzlocke. Well, we're not doing that right now, so that's gonna be a bit of a break. So right now I'm gonna be lowering my YouTube content output for a little while. I might record Legends Arceus and I might upload that. I don't know if I want to do that. Because it is purely a single player game anyway. So I don't know about that one. But a couple of friends of mine and I have been having conversations behind the scenes about potential content we can do. We haven't got very far into that just yet. So there may be content coming, there may not be. But for this year, really, I kind of want to push to do better content. Something that some of you may have noticed if you've been keeping up with the BDSP Nuzlocke series over here on YouTube instead of just on stream. I've actually been learning how to edit. I've been working with Adobe Premiere Pro for a little bit. So I've been chopping down these videos and making them shorter, more digestible, kind of like highlight moments, if you like, of our streams. So that's been taking me a lot of time, for sure. Like, and it takes anything from like 2 to 4 hours, depending on how long the video is. I am working on trying to cut that time down, and then maybe even start learning how to do additional edits and stuff like that. Because right now, most of my edit is just trim the video down to like the highlight moments and stuff like that. But that's kind of where we're at. I'm learning to edit, so I'm trying to get better. So hopefully I can put out better content. That's kind of what I want to get at. The other thing I kind of want to talk about is viewership. I know it's a boring one to talk about. It's Twitch viewership, whatever. But it's kind of hard to ignore that viewership has been a lot further down for me since I've been back. And part of that is probably because I've come back a pretty awkward time. The end of the year is always a busy time for everyone. But the other thing is the fact I started streaming later. We started the BDSP Nuzlocke at 9 PM UK time instead of the usual 8 PM, which I've realized actually a lot of people started watching me at 8 PM before they went live at 9 PM as well. So I'm missing all of those people now. So that's going to change once the BDSP Nuzlocke ends. I will be going back to 8 PM streams. I might even start earlier. That is something I have yet to decide on. I might do. But we're going to be playing a bunch of Dead by Daylight this month. Maybe some Phasmo as well. If you guys want to play that and co-stream with me, by all means hit me up. Let me know. I would love to. I'm always open for that. But there's a lot of stuff I want to do. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So that's pretty much most of what I have in mind. Obviously, things we've brought in. Streamloots is in now. Dixper is in now. Our merch store is up and running with Savzilla, which we might have a European-based store coming soon, which for those of you who are in the UK who watch me, which is quite a considerable amount of my regulars, shipping will be a little bit cheaper for you guys if that happens, so look forward to that. I still need to have a chat with Talksoup Gaming about how progress on that is going, but yeah, I'm excited for this year. I want us to be bigger and better. I want to be able to do better for you guys, and I want to put out great content for you guys and show that I'm a lot better than what I was last year. So, this is 2022, there's no excuses now. New year, new me, new visuals, new alerts on a Twitch stream. Some of them are pretty funny, you definitely want to check those out. So, yeah. But either way, though, I appreciate everyone who has stood by me through the last year. I could not talk about anything more than that. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, the biggest highlight of last year, and I can never probably experience this again, was going to Tina's wedding. So you don't know, Tiny Tina is one of my mods, one of my very best friends. Love Tina DeVitz. She got married last August, and I was the only online person that got invited. So, yeah, pretty mad. Pretty mad. That was a really surreal experience. I got to meet, Tina, Jack,
Daphne Says Roar and Herjack as well, and Xena and Mr. Barnes on the way home. I've met some of you guys in real life now, and actually, I want to do more of that. I'm not gonna lie, I want to do more of that. I have a bunch of UK-based friends who I would love to go and see. I want to connect more with you guys. That's the long and short of it, is I want to connect more with you guys, because I feel like I'm very disconnected. And that's my own fault. I kind of put myself away. That's nobody's fault but mine. So that's where we're at, really, and I want to do more for you guys, and I hope that you guys support me along the way. So, thank you everyone for listening to my rant. I'm gonna end here before I end up rambling for an hour, because that's usually what I end up doing. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, thank you all so much for listening, and I hope to see you guys on my streams and in my YouTube videos. But as always, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.